వ్యూవర్స్ ఈ వీడియోలు మిస్ కాకుండా ఉండాలి అంటే మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ బటన్ని ప్రెస్ చేయండి, పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోండి.
Hi students, welcome to online classes intermediate second year English medium. We are discussing the fourth unit, planning and Niti Ayog. What is the planning and what is the Niti Ayog are the discussing topic in this video. Let me analyze planning. Already you know we are in the under planning. So since 1951 and up to 12 5 years plan successfully we implemented. So in 1951, the Planning Commission was established by the Government of India, and later from 1951 onwards, the starts from first 5 year plan. The 5 year plan, first 5 year plan started in 1951 too, and up to 12 5 years plan means 2017. 12 5 years plan successfully completed by the Planning Commission. And after nowadays, the Planning Commission was changed into the Niti Ayog. That is different. But previously, the Planning Commission was has played a crucial role for the economic development. So here, planning. What is the planning? First of all, means to achieve the goal, we have to make a strategy. Suppose if you want a good marks in the examination, you make a plan. You make a plan that which is the how many subjects are there. First of all, how many subjects are there, and the first subjects how many days I want to learn, and what is the second subject and what is the third subjects. So you can bifurcate how many days goes to the number of subjects. So only if you pass in the examination, so you make a plan how to get good marks in the examination, as well as the country needs to introduce the plan to achieve our goals. What is our goals? The growth rate will be increases, and after getting the independence, so we are in the developing underdeveloped stage. The aim of the country, the aim of the politicians, the aim of the India is to get a more success or to increase the high per capita income, to increase the standard of living of the people, to increase the employment opportunities, to reduce the income inequalities, to reduce the regional imbalances, to achieve this economic growth rate. So we have to make a plan how to reach our goal by using the strategies. The pre-strategies are called the planning. The pre-strategies how to get your goal. For example, if you go to Hyderabad, for example, if you want to go to Hyderabad, so what is the way? On road, railways, what is the waterways, airways. 4 ways are there. But your aim is to reach Hyderabad only. And which is the best? The 4 are the strategies. Roadways is the one strategy, and railways is the one strategy, and waterways is the one strategy, and airways is the one strategy. And which is the best way to reach our goal? Which is the best way to reach our goal? So here in the same way, the economic development is also we want to achieve. If you want to achieve the economic growth, we have to maintain a strategies. So the strategies all leads to the economic growth. So that's why the strategy to achieve the goal is called the planning. Okay, so according to the plan, we achieve the goal. Here, how many types of planning in India are the discussing topic in this video. Let me analyze it clearly. Planning system or economic plans in India. So here, after getting the independence, when the time of the introduce of planning, the government of India has introduced the 5 years plan. There are 5 years plan, the duration of 5 years. That's why our Indian planning system is 5 years. So every 5 years and next 5 years and next 5 years. So up to we successfully completed 12 5 years plan. So how sir? How many types of 5 years plans? So let me analyze you one by one here. Here, fourth lesson, planning and Niti Ayog. This is the name of the lesson. Different concepts of planning. Here, planning under capitalism, the economy systems are three types. Economic system, capitalism, and mixed economy, and socialist economy. One is capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy. So in the plan of under capitalism, the factors of production is totally under the private sector. The factors of production is totally under the private sector. The government role is only to maintain the law and order. That's it. To control the law and order, the smooth functioning of the government. So this is a planning under the capitalism. Once again, let me. Capitalism is driven by the market force, freedom of enterprises, and choice of customers, profit motive, and self-interest guide capitalism. These states may intervene by providing basic facilities and control law and order to the smooth functioning of capitalism. So the factors of production is totally under the private hands. So this is called capitalism. Capitalism. The role of government is only to maintain the law and order. This is a system of planning under the capitalism. First one. Then go to second one, mixed economy. Private sector and government sector, both of working in a mixed is called mixed economy. Both are mixed in a single economy is called mixed economy. So they are playing a crucial role of government sector and the private sector also. But the upper hand is the government sector on the private sector. The both are including mixed sector. Both are mixed in a single economy. But the upper hand is a government sector. Let me say in a mixed economy, public sector and private sector coexist. Yes, both are coexist. In India is a good example for mixed economy. In a mixed economy, the central planning authority prepare the plan and private sector should also company with it through planning process. The private sector is the assisted, controlled, the regulated in the interest of plan and objectives. So which is conducted by the private sector is totally organized by the government sector. Means the government sector is always upper hand. It is restricted the control of the private sector. So this is called mixed economy. Private and public sector coexist in a single economy. So this is mixed economy. Then planning under socialism. Similarly, socialism means only the factors of production is totally in the hands of the government. It is a small role of the private sector. The private sector is a limited role of private sector. The total organizer, the economy organizing, the welfare of the people, the country development is total depends upon the government sector or public sector. Say a socialism economy must necessarily have economic plans, and the central planning authority mobilizes the resources and allocations them to different sectors in a accordance with the plan objectives. Yes, which they want to develop. That is totally organized by the government sector. There is a limited priority of private sector. So market force have no role in sources allocations. Economic plans are implemented letters and the spirit of socialistic economics. Economics means countries, incomes. Next, democratic plan and versus authoritarian plans. In democratic plan, you already we can see democratic plan totally it is a by the people, to the people, and the people. This is democratic plan. Democracy means So here the democratic plan is the state will not control the means of production. It helps the masses and it takes to public opinion. It is a democratic plan, democracy. And objectives and targets of the plan are fixed by the considering the opinion of the people. Freedom in the economic activities allowed in the democratic plan. Yes, democratic plan is totally it is what is it? It is a safeguard of the public people. Okay, and centralized and the decentralized planning. Authoritarian means only the centralized planning, and centralized and the decentralized planning. Centralized planning was adapted the former Soviet Russia. It is only the centralized planning. It is a authoritarian planning, just like centralized planning, no decentralized. It is a adapted in the Soviet Russia. It is associated planning. Decentralized planning is mixed economy, like in India. Decentralized, for example, central, state, district, mandal, village. So the rule is the what we say, the planning is decentralized. Okay, up to central, it is goes to the village. The decentralized, but the centralized means only the concentration in single place, single area, one point. The concentration of plans or development is a single point is called centralized and decentralized. Okay, next, are taking the planning authority and freedom is given to the units of execution in a decentralized planning system, coordination among the units of the execution and show. Then planning from above and below, yes, under the planning and under planning from above, the central planning authority prepares the plan for the nations and forward to the regional units. For example, the plans are made by the central government. The plans are made by the central government. It is a upper to down, under what is it, from above. From above means the central is made the plan. It is decentralized to local or below, and the local situations, the local importance, the local priorities are decided, and it goes to the కింది స్థాయిలో ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఏం కావాలి, వాళ్ళకి ప్రియారిటీ ఏమిటి, వాళ్ళ లక్ష్యాలు ఏమిటి, వాళ్ళకి ఏం అవసరం అనేది కింది స్థాయిలో తయారు చేయబడతాయి, పైకి పంపబడతాయి. ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏమంటాం, ఫ్రమ్ ఏమంటాం, అబౌవ్, పైకి పంపబడతాయి. పైన ఏం చేస్తాయి, ప్రిపేర్ చేయబడతాయి. ప్రిపేర్ చేయబడి ఏమవుతాయి, కిందికి రాబడతాయి. అందుకే ఇక్కడ ఫ్రమ్ అబౌవ్ అండ్ బిలో, ఫ్రమ్ అబౌవ్ అండ్ ఫ్రమ్ బిలో. పైనుంచి కిందికి ఏమో ఆర్డర్స్ వస్తాయి, కింది నుంచి పైకి ఏమో కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ పైకి పోతాయి. అక్కడే చూపిస్తున్నాం, ప్లానింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ అబౌవ్ అండ్ ప్లాన్ బిలో. అండర్ ప్లానింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ అబౌవ్, ద సెంట్రల్ ప్లాన్ అథారిటీ prepares the plan for the nation and forward to them to the regional units. They prepare the plan and implementation to the, what is that, below. And the here they have implemented plan. They are planning from the below is based on the local needs and the conditions. So what they required in the below and what are the essentials, what they require, they opinions and goes to the above. వీళ్ళకి ఏం కావాలో పైకి పంపుతారు, వాళ్ళు వాకి చేసి పంపిస్తారు. సో ప్లానింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ అబౌవ్ అండ్ బిలో. దెన్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ప్లాన్ అండ్ యాన్యువల్ ప్లాన్. పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ప్లానింగ్ ఈజ్ లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ప్లాన్ విచ్ ఈజ్ targets set period of 15 to 20 years. The long term targets, the long term priorities, it is a 15 to 20 years or 25 years. This is a perspective planning. Then annual planning which is target for a period of 1 year. After 1 year, and it will be revealed, and after 1 year means 1 year, after 1 year is called year plans. Perspective plan means the time duration is 15 to 20 or 25 years. This is called perspective plan. So this is the overall the explanation of the various types of planning in India. Okay students, ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉంటే షేర్ చేయండి, కొత్త వాళ్ళు అయితే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.